I've never seen anyone fight like you do. You move and strike so quickly with those twin blades. Do you think you could teach me?
Darling, it's all a matter of speed, yes, but also of elegance. You've got to read your opponent's movements, dance with them, and land your blow where they least expect it. I dare say I can show you the basics. You're rather light on your feet, but it takes constant training, and you'll need to persevere if you're to master it. You're coming along nicely, and you pick things up quickly. Keep at it, and we might just make a passable assassin of you yet. And do remember, whatever happens, stay elegant. Always.
I won't forget. Thank you, Sybil.
Always a...
I'm always happy to...
How are you? See you...
Do you need my advice?
You seem to be very close to Elise. How did you get to know each other?
I met her when she was just a child running around among the soldiers. Her father was a soldier too, who took his whole family with him on each posting. He hoped that his daughter would take over from him. But this child was endowed with insatiable curiosity and extraordinary intelligence. She was only a few years old when her father made her report on the logistical needs of his troops. Seeing her intelligence with such a mathematical mind, I took it upon myself to convince her family to offer her a less selective education. I helped her as much as I could to prepare for the exams, which she passed with flying colors, and she became the youngest logician in the country. Since then, we see less of each other, but I'll always have a soft spot for her, and she for me. Of course.
Move along! I'm on watch! Armor as beautiful as brocades!
I have... Glad to...
All right! Glad to...
Hello.
Welcome to the lands of the congregation.
Is anybody there?
Let's show them what we're made of!
What? I saw something.
When will they learn?
Look out! Guards!
Stop right there. You can't go any further. This excavation site is forbidden to the public.
Although my eloquence has little effect on ministers and other high-ranking diplomats, I'm sure I'll be able to persuade this guard if you want me to. I haven't properly introduced myself. I'm Sybil de Vespe, the prince's niece. As you are no doubt aware, my uncle is very interested in this dig, and he's asked me to come and survey the site on his behalf. These people who are with me are specialists in archaeological excavations who have previously conducted digs in Taimyr. Their experience is absolutely essential for me to be able to evaluate the progress of the site.
All right, very well, Lady de Vespe. You may enter. Just be careful where you put your feet. These old ruins can be dangerous.
You're finally here. I thought the prince had forgotten about us.
I'm sorry, you are...
You are sent by Prince de Vesp, aren't you? You don't know how badly we need help here.
Yes, the prince sent us. But he didn't give us much information.
The dig we're conducting here is of the utmost importance. These ruins have never been excavated before. Can you believe it? But this is undoubtedly a hugely significant part of the ancient city. The place where the kings were buried. Unfortunately, the area is teeming with all kinds of creatures who care nothing for the historical discoveries we might make. But all that will change soon, thanks to you. Come on, I must introduce you to the rest of the team. Oh, allow me to introduce... There are our treasure compasses. You had a good idea bringing them here, Grip. They're fantastic. There are a few new faces, but it don't matter. Bringing these islanders here is an excellent idea.
If I didn't know Ludwig, I'd be tempted to believe that Dutton is only inhabited by madmen bent on making our lives miserable.
Marvelous. I gather you already know each other. What a happy coincidence.
I'm not sure we can really say it was a happy coincidence. The last time we saw them, they were holding one of us prisoner.
Oh, come now. That's more than a bit of an exaggeration. We were just using our strengths to encourage you to use your gifts. And you should know that since last we met, we have become honest archaeologists on the advice of my dear friend. Now, we must be going, as we'd like to explore one of the tunnels more fully. Please. They make for very peculiar company, but they've proved useful in repelling the attacks of several creatures. Where were we? This is Flora de Beaumont. I believe she is related to the prince. She is here to supervise the dig.
It's a pleasure to meet you. Although I can't match our friend's level of expertise, I like to think I can claim some knowledge of history, and these excavations are fascinating.
Your help is invaluable, my friend. Invaluable. Just think, she was the one who convinced the prince how important this site is. And she was right. I know that the discoveries we're going to make here will give us a better understanding of the Astrian civilization.
I didn't have to insist much. The prince has always been fascinated by the ruins in the region.
Flora, the last time we saw each other, we were just children. I heard you're engaged to Octave now. Is that right?
Yes, that's true. That means we're almost cousins, doesn't it?
You have my deepest sympathy, darling. I hope you won't have to suffer much from his moods.
Now we have two members of the De Vesp family with us, if I understand correctly. I hope that will motivate the prince to continue funding this dig.
And you are?
I'm sorry, my dear. I'm sure all these people are absolutely fascinating and have skills that are very useful to our mission. But there's no time to lose. History awaits us. Well, we think that the tower behind me is the key to entering the Tomb of the Kings.
Or rather, this one and all the other towers like it. You'll have to inspect them all. Be very careful. There are lots of creatures around, and there could also be traps.
In the meantime, we'll be working on the lift and sorting the objects we found so far.
Let's see what we can find.
I imagine you have a thorough understanding of Astrian culture, its mythology.
Well...
I studied it, of course, but it was such a long time ago.
Oh, in that case, take this book. I wrote it a few years back. It sums up what we know about this civilization's deities. It might be useful. The Astrians often used references to their gods to activate mechanical devices.
Ah, thank you. We'll start exploring.
Oh, marvelous. Remember to keep us informed if you discover anything interesting.
This old mechanism still works. I find it hard to believe. It looks ancient.
I imagine there are others like it in these ruins. Keep your eyes peeled.
We can't use this bridge. We'll have to go around.
We could go along this ledge. Maybe there's a way through a bit further on.
Only a fool dares to attack the best.
Wipe them from the face of the earth.
Your outfit is quite interesting. Where did you get it?
It's locked.
Well, have you discovered anything of note?
Unfortunately, for the time being, our exploration has been blocked by this landslide.
Ah, yes. The site is unfortunately quite unstable in places.
But don't worry, I notified the prince and he promised us that he would send us explosives to clear the way quickly. They should arrive tomorrow morning, I imagine. Unless you have some with you and can clear it all away yourself, which would be a stroke of luck.
We've at least finally managed to get the lift working.
Would you like to come and rest at the camp with us while we wait for the delivery?
We're going to continue exploring.
You've really caught the fever of exploration, it seems. Whew, there's no stopping you. We're going to return to the camp while we wait for the eagerly awaited delivery. Be careful.
Ugh, I can't do it. Ugh, I can't. Oh, it's locked. Watch your step. There are traps. Let's show them what we're made of. My armor. Watch out!
You're wounded!
to have to buy some new armor.
Watch out! You're wounded!
Ugh. Oh, it's locked. Watch your step. There are traps.
Wipe them from the face of the earth. I need help from someone. I'm wounded. Remember my counsel and keep your eyes open!
There are traps. Did you hear that sound? That lost lever seems to have triggered something.
I think we've just opened the door of the Tomb of the Kings. It's truly incredible. I wonder what we'll find inside.
Only a fool dares to attack a Devest.
We're going to be able to enter the tomb at last. But no one has set foot in this long forgotten place in centuries. What a marvel! And statues. I'm sure they're hiding a secret mechanism. The Astrians love to use puzzles like this to protect their tombs. You should take a closer look.
This is just what we needed. I can't do anything with this. I don't see how we could use this. That might come in handy. That might come in handy. This is just what we needed.
If we want to document everything in these ruins, it's going to take years of work and research. Wonderful, you did it! We're going to be able to enter the tomb at last. This text is a major find. Look, these are the names of all the kings of the last Astrian dynasty.
Yes, it's unbelievable. My mentor would have loved to have been a part of this discovery.
Look at the second to last name. Vespasia. That's the archaic spelling of de Vesp, isn't it?
The Prince de Vesp is going to be thrilled. I knew he was hoping for a discovery like this more than anything.
This tablet reveals an almost direct lineage between one of the kings of the last Astrian dynasty and the de Vespe family.
Ooh, I imagine that to acquire such a relic, the family will be prepared to pay a small fortune.
Ingo, I don't think it's...
Shall we take it, Master?
Ingo, not! You wouldn't dare, would you? You're leaving aside the prince's hopes. You're about to deprive all of the historians in the world of this discovery. Well, the historians will have to wait until the future owner of this tablet is willing to show it to them, I guess. Think of it as a kind of loan, a temporary change of ownership. Just long enough to make us rich.
I thought you'd already demonstrated the full extent of your stupidity, but I was wrong. If you think we're going to let you take that tablet without a fight, think again.
Oh, I ain't resorting to violence. But if I understand correctly, you leave us no choice. Not to arms!
Let's show them what we're made of!
Please, stop! Take the tablets and let us live! Ingo got a bit carried away, but he won't do it again, will you?
Of course, we made a mistake. It was just a sudden fit of greed. But I promise you, it won't happen again.
Fine. Leave and don't ever come back.
Oh, I promise you. I give you my word. As a gentleman.
Come on, Ingo. Let's leave quickly before they change their minds. And you need medical attention.
I could never have imagined that those people would try to attack us like that. I'm glad you were able to scare them off. It would have been a tragedy if they'd have stolen this incredible tablet.
Indeed. And it would be good to get it somewhere safe as quickly as possible. If it's all right with you, we can take it straight to the prince.
That's an excellent idea. The dig side is far from secure. So it's best to get this discovery somewhere safe, as quickly as possible.
The prince has been waiting for this discovery for so long. He will greet you with open arms for sure. Even I have to admit that I'm moved. The thought of being part of such an ancient lineage fills me with pride.
I just hope, in the light of such progress, he will continue to give us the support we need to carry on the dig.
We'd like to continue exploring this area for a while longer before returning to the palace. But don't worry, nothing will happen to the tablet.
Be very careful whilst carrying it. It's very fragile. I'm also going to continue exploring. I must try to catalogue all the wonders that can be found here. See you later.
Goodbye, Garp.
I'm not sure I can answer all.
Dear friends, what a pleasure to see you again. Do you wish to discuss something?
We've learned from our friend Sybil de Vespe that the prince wants to prove the antiquity of his bloodline.
Yes, I'd heard that. He claims his family is descended from the Astrian kings. He's convinced that some of the more traditionalist families would be more willing to support him if he could prove it.
He ordered an archaeological dig carried out into ruins not far from the city in search of the Tomb of the Kings. We went there and were able to enter it and find the proof he was looking for.
Is that so? And I suppose that now you're wondering who to give this proof to. I don't want to pressure you, of course, but I can assure you that if you were to give it to us, your expedition would be fully paid for. And you would also have the gratitude of the Prince d'Orsay, who is considered by everyone to be more honest and loyal than his rival.
This tablet is a record of all the kings of the last Austrian dynasty, and it includes the name Vespasia.
The ancestral name of the de Vespes. If Prince Alexandre were to see it, his pride would drive him to even greater folly.
Here, take it.
Thank you. And don't you worry, we won't destroy it. It's a piece of history, after all. We'll just keep it in a safe place, so that it can't be used against us. You can also rest assured that your journey will be fully financed by the city of Serene. I'll see to it that the cargo is taken on board to keep costs down. And I'll appoint someone to travel with you and sell the goods in Tirfredi. You should be able to sail for your island as soon as you like. When you're ready, simply go and find the head of trade. They'll be waiting for you in the Square of the Forgotten Goddess in the city center.
Thank you. We'll leave you to your work.
Thank you. Come back if you need my insights.
Incredible! You must be reading my thoughts, my darling. I was in fact hoping to have the opportunity to speak with you.
What is this about?
You might have remarked that we've been the targets of frequent attacks. These groups of hired assassins practically breathing down our necks wherever we go.
They're difficult not to notice, indeed. Do you know why they're after us?
They're after me. In fact, it all started when I was still on assignment in Alima. At first, it was just child's play. A poisoned cup of tea here, a clumsy person attempting to stab me in a dark alley there. But the attacks became more and more troublesome and dangerous. I began to fear for my life. It was partly for that reason that I didn't hesitate when given the opportunity to join our little adventure, and accepted to help our friend Alvida. I thought that by being always on the move, I would escape these attacks. I was wrong, as you've been able to see.
Forgive me this question, but aren't the assassins your own family's henchmen?
My family uses them often, that's true. But anyone can hire them to get rid of someone. However, I wouldn't be surprised to learn that the person who placed a bounty on my head shares my family name. Since we have managed to obtain the ear and the financial support of the d'Orsay family, I would like to ask them for their protection.
Could they really do something? The de Vespes would have been, without a doubt, the better choice.
Nothing is less certain. Not knowing who hired these assassins, I need the official protection of a powerful family of the congregation. And in this game, the Dorsays are far above all the others. The assassins would think twice before coming after me for fear of riling the prince. Therefore, if you agree, I would like to go there together to find their minister and speak with him about my predicament.
Let's go now. We need to settle this business as quickly as possible.
Thank you. I need to warn you that we will certainly be asked for something in exchange for this. But our survival, alas, depends on it. At least for as long as I travel among you.
Now that you're once again in the prince's good graces, do you intend to resume your role as a diplomat for the congregation?
Do you wish for me to leave, or does the idea sadden you? I hope it's the second answer, because I'm sorry to say that I don't plan on leaving your party anytime soon. I happen to enjoy your company very much.
I must confess that I was hoping that would be your answer. We would have missed you had you left.
So everything is for the best. I have only one wish, to pursue our adventures together.
Let's talk about it later.
Always at your service. Thus we are descended from the ancient kings of Astria. It's a funny feeling, you know.
What does it change? We all descend from someone, whether it be a king or a simple hunter. What does it matter?
Your heart is far too pure to understand the fascination for ancestry on this continent. Always.
Dear friends.
My friend Sybil has something to ask you.
Lady de Vespe, I'm listening.
I shall do my best to be brief, Sir d'Argenton. Someone has placed a bounty on my head. We are constantly being attacked by hired assassins, and I fear that eventually they'll get the best of us.
Do you have any idea who's taken out this contract?
Alas, no. If I did, I would have gone and settled this score myself. Nevertheless, you know these assassins. If I were to have the official protection of the Prince d'Orsay, they would cease their attacks.
Unless, of course, they've been sent by your uncle himself. They would never risk angering a Prince of Serene. We could offer you protection. However... You are a de Vespe yourself, Sybil. It will be difficult to convince Prince Claude to accord his protection to someone with that name. Your family has attempted to bring harm to us in so many different ways that it would require that you prove to us you've severed all ties to them.
And how am I to do that?
Well, it just so happens that we were informed of the existence of several sensitive documents concerning your uncle by someone from his entourage. These documents could precipitate his downfall, and we could use them against him if he were to bother us again. The young person that contacted us is too afraid for her life to reveal her name. We think that she is one of the prince's favorites. Bring me these documents and assist the young woman, and I promise you that you will immediately benefit from the official protection of Prince d'Orsay.
Agreed. We will help this woman and bring back to you whatever we can to bend my uncle's knee. We don't really have a choice, I fear. And the request of Sir d'Argenton seems completely justified to me.
You both seem persuaded that finding this woman and the documents is going to be easy.
Easy to find, I doubt very much. But your friend knows the palace. She should be able to enter and speak with those close to her uncle without raising suspicions.
Indeed. I don't know it well enough to say which closet he hides his corpses in, but I'll eventually figure it out.
Forgive my question, but why are you agreeing to help us?
The request from Lady de Vespe, while it did surprise me, is completely justified. And since you have already done us a service, and the d'Orsay family is sponsoring your expedition, it is in our best interest to resolve this affair as quickly as possible. If your friend had a different name, I could have offered my protection immediately. But with a patronym like hers, I have no other choice but to ask her to prove her loyalty.
Well, Then we will be headed to the palace.
Do be careful. Alexandre de Vespe is as crafty as an old fox.
We'll leave.
Thank you.
Workwear or evening wear. You'll find everything you
Hello. Looking for someone?
Good day. Are you lost in the palace? I know most everyone who lives here, if you seek someone in particular.
Good day. No, in fact, it's you that we're looking to see. We would like to ask you a few questions.
Really? Then ask away. I'm listening.
How long have you been living in the palace?
Oh, I was presented 3 years ago. I was invited to make my home here only a few months ago.
Invited to make your home here. What a charming euphemism.
What do you want?
We know very well what this invitation implies. You are one of the favorites of His Majesty, my uncle. Everyone knows that.
Since everyone is aware of it, why would I need to say it out loud?
What do you think about the prince's court?
Well, I wouldn't really know how to answer that question. It's a very busy place where one crosses paths with great artists constantly and marvellous musicians, and where every day is a party.
But?
There is no but. Everything is quite extraordinary, I assure you.
You're afraid. The question is of whom or of what?
I really don't see... I assure you.
Is it the prince who terrifies you so terribly? Or my dear cousin Octave?
It is rather all of you who terrify me, milady. You, the de Vespes. You're all handsome and charming, but sharp like an owned blade.
Are there any rumors at court that you could share with us?
The prince abhors gossip, and I avoid participating in any sordid discussions.
Come now, my dear. I am certain that you have something to share with us.
May the enlightened take pity on me. Do know that I am terrified. There is a rumour that someone in the prince's entourage is preparing to betray him by revealing terrible secrets. If he were to abdicate, I don't know what would become of me. Everyone in the court trembles at the idea of being led by Octave.
They're right. My cousin is not a very recommendable person.
I have told you everything, but I beg you, please do not share my fears with the prince. I wouldn't want him to believe that I think him already defeated. I fear him, but I also admire him enormously.
Thank you for your answers.
You're welcome.
This woman does not have the necessary constitution to overcome the fear she suffers towards the prince.
I'm inclined to agree with you. There's not enough mischief in her to take part in the slightest conspiracy. One might even ask how she was able to survive this long in this nest of assassins and manipulators.
Yes? What do you want?
We would like to ask you a few questions, if you don't mind.
Do you know to whom you're speaking? I am one of the prince's favorites, not some domestic servant that you can bother at will.
We know very well who you are, miss, and it is precisely for that reason that we would like to speak with you.
Very well. I'm all ears. But please be brief.
Have you heard any rumors that you might share with us?
Rumors? No. And I have no idea what any such thing would be about. Why are you asking me all of these questions? They are putting me ill at ease, I admit.
How long have you been the prince's favorite?
For 2 years. I am currently the mistress who has been with him the longest.
The one who survived the longest, you mean?
That is true. There were others before me, but alas, they are no longer of this world. Unfortunate accidents. Tragic.
I find you particularly evasive. Do you have something to hide?
Would you happen to be like your uncle? Perpetually suspicious? I am not evasive. I simply do not understand what this is all about.
You seem to be on the defensive.
Me? Not at all. I just don't understand what it is you want me to say to all your questions.
Come now, you can confide in us. There is obviously something that is troubling you or that even frightens you. Why won't you tell us?
There is nothing troubling me, I assure you. And even if that were the case, you think me stupid enough to give my trust to a Devesp? Now, if you would excuse me, all these questions tire me, and I have much to do. I wish you a good day.
This woman avoids the simplest of questions with the slippery agility of an eel. I'm ready to swear that we hold before us our traitor.
Her behavior does warrant suspicion, that's true. But we need to learn more before judging her guilty.
I agree. We need to be absolutely certain.
The prince's favorites have rooms in the palace. We need to visit hers. I hope we'll find some proof there that can confirm our suspicions. Our dear favorite has something in mind. She just hasn't yet carried out her plan.
We should verify for ourselves if this infamous secret office exists, and take a peek at what may be kept there.
Oh, I am very certain that it exists. This is not the first time I've heard talk of it, and I am in complete agreement. We should search it. We could wait here until midnight strikes its bell, so that we might search for the location of this infamous secret office. It's time. If we want to discover what Velusa was looking for, we must go to the throne room now.
Aren't you afraid of what will happen if your uncle learns that you are searching his secret office?
Let's just make sure that that never happens.
I don't see any furniture that could be hiding a door. I wonder where it could be.
If we're to believe Velusa's diary, we will find it by pivoting various decorations. Knowing my uncle, he would have chosen an object that couldn't be accidentally triggered by some curious person perusing the room.
There, look! It's opened.
Let's quickly search this office. I have a feeling that my uncle has a great deal to hide.
By Tempest Untamed. I'm no specialist in political matters, but I would have never thought your uncle capable of signing this sort of letter.
Yes. If this agreement were to be revealed, the only course of action would be to abdicate, and quickly. No one in the congregation would forgive him for having thought to sell out his neighbors simply to gain support against the Dorsays.
What the... How did you get in here?
We followed your instructions. They were rather precise.
And so you read my diary? I would have done better to burn it.
Do not worry. We are here on the behalf of Sir Dargenton. He has asked us to help you.
We both are looking for the same thing, the protection of the Dorsays. And with this document that we found, I can already tell you that our protection is guaranteed.
It won't be long and I'll start believing in the goodness of the enlightened. I thought myself lost, you know?
Your secret is safe with us, but you should leave the palace as quickly as possible. I doubt that our intrusion here will go unnoticed for long.
I am going to gather a few belongings. And since you've come to help me, here, take this letter. Its contents concern you. It is only fitting that you have it. Goodbye.
Sybil? Are you all right?
I'm fine. We'll talk about all of this later.
If I were the prince, I'd be sleeping with one eye open.
It goes without saying. I ask myself why he would ever keep such a document.
Sybil? Are you all right? You seem to be dazed.
Yes. Forgive my sudden silence, but the letter from my parents has upset me. I didn't expect such despicable infamy. Let's go and give this document to Sir D'Argenton. The sooner the better. How can I help? I'm not sure I can answer all.
Dear friends, what a pleasure to see you again. Do you wish to discuss something?
We recovered the document promised by the favorite. We also met with her and encouraged her to leave the palace.
You have shown yourself to be incredibly efficient. My congratulations. May I see it? The prince has completely lost his mind. How could he even consider such a contract? If this were revealed, he'd be finished. As for us, we have something to keep him on a short leash until the end of his reign. Thank you, young people. The Prince d'Orsay will be informed immediately of your loyal service. You may consider his protection acquired.
Thank you, Sir D'Argenton.
You can rest easy, Sybil. The d'Orsays honor their word, and they never abandon those who have worked for them.
We'll leave.
Thank you.
If it's of no inconvenience to you, I would like to pay a visit to my parents. There are things I need to discuss with them.
Sybil, I'm here if you need to speak to a friend.
Thank you, Alvida.
My office is waiting for me.
I'm a guard, not a tour guide.
It was then that Madame de Cluse, you know, the one whose son is involved in... May the Enlightened forgive me. Is that you, Sybil?
Sybil, my child, you've returned.
Father? Mother? I have returned from Alima. Yes. Allow me to present my friends. I met them there, and they have shown themselves to be marvelous companions.
My child, I am so happy to see you. We had heard that you had left your post at the embassy, but couldn't believe it. What happened? You seem troubled and you've lost weight.
Let her take a breath now. Come on, my little darling, tell us what happened.
Not long after my arrival in Alima, I was the victim of several assassination attempts. There was no doubt that hired assassins were on my trail. And then one of my friends contacted me. She needed help. So I decided to help and left Alima with her, hoping to lose the assassins on my journey. Alas, despite our meandering adventures and the arduous voyages we embarked upon, we were still frequently under attack. That led me to seek the protection of a prince. And while we were carrying out a mission to obtain it, I was given this letter.
What is in it?
It's a letter that you sent to my uncle, begging him to send me to Alima, rather than taking me as a concubine.
I remember that letter all too well. What else could we do?
It broke our heart to send you so far away from us, but we were not going to allow your uncle to lay a filthy hand on you.
I understand that entirely, of course. But were there not other solutions than exiling me so far away? I found myself completely alone, constantly under attack by bands of hired assassins, in perpetual danger of death.
I had hoped that you would never read this letter, that you would never learn to what degree of deprivation your uncle had fallen. At the same time, I am relieved that you now know why we sent you so far away from us. You can certainly blame us for the danger, and you know that my heart breaks because of all you suffered. But never would I have allowed that disgusting beast who shares our blood to make of you his favorite.
May the Enlightened forgive me. I believe I would have preferred killing him, even if it meant the deaths of all of us.
I was forced to ask for official protection from the Prince d'Orsay. There is no doubt that my uncle will see this as treasonous.
Who cares what he thinks? You did the right thing. We don't have the highest opinion of the d'Orsays, but they are known to be trustworthy in business.
You need to be careful from now on. We have no clue who is after me. Being now under protection, they might come after you.
Let them come. I could show them what happens when someone dares to attack my daughter.
Your mother is right. Don't worry about us at all.
We need to be going now. My friends and I still have much to do.
Take care of yourself, Sybil. And know that we love you tenderly.
Goodbye. Let's go, my friends. We should leave before tears cloud my eyes. Our hosts might frown on us stepping away to speak in private. We'd better wait until we're somewhere else. How dare my uncle imagine, even for a moment, that I could become his concubine? That lecherous and misguided old man. Ugh. And to think that my parents wanted to protect his reputation by keeping his sick fantasies from me.
Will you have to follow the family tradition and marry a nobleman?
Actually, I have already been engaged several times. I was 6 years old the first time, and my betrothed was 12. The poor angel died of a childhood illness a few months later. The second time, I was 10. That time, they found me an old baron. He was over 60 years old, can you imagine? Fortunately for me, death snatched him sooner than he expected. Finally, before I was sent to Alima, my parents wanted to betroth me to a young man from a very good family, but my uncle opposed their wishes. At the time, I didn't understand why.
How would you feel about a more exotic match? A sage from Tiefredi, for example?
Well, it would be a pleasant change from everything I've been offered so far. I doubt my uncle would like it, but who cares what he thinks?
Goodbye.
See you later.
It appears the board has brought us some mail.
At your service, darling.
Goodbye.
See you later.
Hello.
We'll talk later.
I'll wait.
Need to talk?
Goodbye.
See you.
Fridengar, is there anything? Good boy.
You're back? What do you want?
Were you able to present the evidence we gave you to the Prince de Vespe? What did he think?
I have indeed informed him of what was going on. And I have also sent a message to the Emperor himself. He was very impressed by your courage and sends you his thanks for saving our nation from this devious attack. As for the Prince, he was extremely interested in the documents I showed him, especially those regarding Zahid. The Alliance ambassador has been summoned, and Zahid will no doubt be banished in the next few days.
It's another blow for Karnaz. I hope he won't soon forgive her her failure.
I don't think you'll be seeing her anytime soon. The Prince has also assured me that he will send scouts to the other ruins near the borders to make sure that nothing happens there. I've obviously told him about your pivotal role in this matter, for which he is grateful.
We shall leave now, Your Excellency.
Goodbye.
I can't believe that arrogant Kurnaz had the impudence to conduct his little experiments in High Prairie, on our land. If that wretch thinks that our neutrality will prevent us from retaliating, he is sorely mistaken, I assure you. Goodbye. See you later, Dar.
May the Enlightened forgive me, but when I think of men like Kurnaz and his scientists, I sometimes doubt his goodness. They're truly willing to do anything to rule, including inflicting torture and carrying out the most horrific rituals. Fortunately, we were able to put an end to their plans. See you. It's
believe that those scientists succeeded in bringing another of those creatures into being. It wasn't as big as the one you faced in Esquiara, but it was terrifying nonetheless. Fortunately, we managed to put an end to those horrible experiments. Of course.
These are the arid shores of Tainea,